This is REI's roving reporter, Hannon Russell, and we're sitting here today with Dr. James Magner, the co-author of the newly released Chess Juggler. Hello, Jim, and thanks for being with us today.
Well, I'm happy to be here, and let me also add that the subtitle of the book is Balancing Career, Family, and Chess in the Modern World.
Okay, what gave you the idea to write this book?
Well, I've been a chess player for more than 40 years, but I've been busy doing other things in my life as well, as I'll describe in a minute. And so I had the disappointing result that I would oftentimes be enthusiastic to go to tournaments, but lose most of the games in tournaments. So I realized that even though I was too busy in my life to study chess properly, I needed to pick up some tricks, some gimmicks, and maybe learn some other techniques that would allow me to do better in tournaments.
Well, everybody has a busy schedule with their work and their family, etc. What prompted you to actually set this down in writing?
I've been in academic medicine for many years and now work for a pharmaceutical company. And during my time in academic medicine, I worked with many young trainees, medical students, interns, and residents who were busy with their jobs, had girlfriends or marriages, and they had trouble with some of those. They were worried about what specialty to go into, and they also had other interests. Some of them were swimmers or skiers or other hobbyists, and there just wasn't enough time to do everything well. So I tried to give these young doctors and trainees advice about what to do with their lives, how to save some money, how to make investments, how to decide what job to take. And this really was a very interesting experience to try to give advice to these young people. And I saved up over the years some of my advice, and I would pass it out as a handout and update it from time to time. And then it occurred to me that because I was trying to develop and learn techniques to win more chess games at tournaments, that maybe I could find a way to publish some of my interesting stories or anecdotes going to medical school, dealing with difficult patients, trying to help young trainees. What was some of the really useful and valuable points of advice that I gave them? And I could try to write a short book that would be entertaining. That's very important, that the book would be enjoyable and entertaining, that it would have genuinely useful information to help people in their jobs, their investments, other aspects of their life, but also specifically for chess players, that there would be practical and useful techniques as well as examples that I was going to give of how tournament performance could be improved.
So, as a chess player, you're not, we don't want to mislead anybody, you're not of master strength, but you're going out there like tens of thousands of other people of average strength and winning some, losing some, and hoping for the best. There's also an autobiographical slant to the book, right?
Yes, I thought it was important to put in anecdotes that would also be useful to people, so they're both entertaining and useful. Early in my chess career, I learned to play at age 14 in a small town in Illinois, and played just informally for many years. But I read early on a book by Horowitz and Reinfeld, Chess, Traps, Pitfalls, and Swindles. And this probably got buried deep in my psyche in terms of my my interest in certain style of chess. And so I tried to find other books and other games that would allow me to use sort of a deceptive style. And I've had dozens of games where it's been quite successful in tournaments. And working with you, Hannon, you helped me select 31 games that then were annotated using a chess engine. And I think there are actually quite useful examples and actually quite entertaining, because many of them are pretty unusual games. And if you like to root for an average player who goes up against very tough opponents and actually can sometimes pull off a win by a fairly unusual opening maneuver or some other trick, this is the chess book for you, to root for the underdog.
Okay, thanks, Jim. We've been talking with Dr. Jim Magner, author of the new Chess Juggler. Thanks for being with us today.
Thank you, Hannon.